Hello dear students, how are you? Students, in this session of English, I'll be continuing with the reported speech, the narration, our previous topic. So, let's enter without any delay. So students, you know the kinds of sentences, you know tenses, you know three-person pronouns, you know the direct and indirect speech, and you know what is reporting verb. Now let us come to know how to change the direct speech into indirect speech. Now there are certain things which we change while changing from direct to indirect. And I have prepared a mnemonic for you people so that you remember all the things. And the mnemonic is: children can play, talk, and relish vegetables. So, the mnemonic is: children can play, talk, and relish vegetables. So, now to shorten it, to remember it, I'll tell you to remember these with the first letter in every word. Okay? So, by doing this, a mnemonic becomes C, C, P, T, A, R, V. C, C, P, T, A, R, V. Now let us do in detail what do these mean. So first C means removal of inverted commas. And this second C means the addition of conjunction. The second C means the addition of conjunction. Okay. Now this P. P is for pronouns. Change of pronouns. Next is T. This T stands for tenses. Change of tenses. Then comes A. Change of adverbs or the nearing words. Then comes RV. Change of reporting verb. You remember the verb before inverted commas? Because that also needs to be changed sometimes. Okay. So these are to be done while changing from direct speech into indirect speech. And when you learn all the rules, everything about narration, you need to recheck by this mnemonic. Children can play, talk, and relish vegetables. Have I done the CC part? Have I done P? Have I done T, A, or RV? So now let us discuss them one by one. Coming to the first C now. Removal of inverted commas and addition of conjunction. Now, removal of inverted commas. You will simply remove the inverted commas, as no inverted commas are required in the indirect speech. But which conjunction to add? How will you get to know that? So let us learn now. So you know the kinds of sentences, different kinds of sentences. I told you the prerequisite to learn. So the kinds of sentences. Assertive sentences, exclamatory sentences, interrogative sentences. Okay, we will begin with these only. Assertive sentences use the conjunction that. Assertive sentences use the conjunction that. Right? Exclamatory sentences also use the conjunction that. And interrogative sentences. So you know, interrogative sentences are again of two kinds. One beginning with WH words and the other beginning with helping verbs. Helping verbs are also called auxiliary verbs. So those interrogative sentences which begin with WH words take the WH word itself as conjunction. Fine. So WH words take the WH word itself as conjunction, while those beginning with helping verbs take if or whether as conjunction. Fine. Okay. Then coming to the next. Imperative sentences, optative sentences. Now, optative sentences also use that as conjunction, just like exclamatory and assertive sentences. Then imperative sentences use the word to as conjunction. Students, to is not a conjunction as such. When we study conjunctions, to is not a conjunction. But here, when I give the examples for all of these, the word to is working as a conjunction here. So, it will be easier for you to remember this way. Now coming to the next part, which is P, the change of pronouns. So now you know the three-person pronouns. Now there is again a mnemonic here, how to change. O-N. First person, second person, third person. The first person pronouns change according to the subject. Fine. Second person pronouns change according to the object. And the third person pronouns do not change. Okay, so this you have to remember, that first person pronouns change according to the subject, second person pronouns change according to the object, and the third person pronouns do not change. Now this N is for not change. So they do not change. And students, let us do this by using the examples so that it will be more clear to you people. Rohan said, I sold my car. So which person pronoun is I? First person pronoun. So the indirect speech will become Rohan said that he had sold his car. So first person pronouns change according to the subject, right? So what is the subject? It is Rohan. So for Rohan, we will use he, right? Now if it is Rohan said to me, you sold your car. Now this becomes Rohan told me that I had sold my car. So now the second person pronoun you changes according to the object, that is me. Rohan is the subject and me is the object. And had it been that Rohan said to Rian, you sold your car. So it will be written like this. Rohan told Rian that he had sold his car. Then again it becomes he had sold his car, right? Now let us take the example of the third person. Rohan said to Rian, he sold his car. So now here he is telling about somebody else. Neither it is Rohan nor it is Rian. So Rohan told Rian that he had sold his car. Now this will not change. He remains he, right? So this is the rule for changing pronouns. So this much is enough for today. Now in the next video, I'll come up with rules for the things which are left. We will again revise the mnemonics. CC, P, T, A, R, V. Children can play, talk and relish vegetables. So the first two, these two have been done. The next three we will do in my next video. Till then, you people revise what we have done. I hope things are all clear to you all. That's it for today. Thank you.